So starting on the floor, we're going to start with our ankles and work our way up. So sitting nice and comfortably on the floor, we're going to take the right foot over on top, just leaning onto the top of the left leg. And then from here, we're just going to start with some nice rotations as big as we can. Just starting to warm up through the ankles, through there. You just start the timer. Good. And then reverse all the way through. Good. 10 more seconds here. And then from there, taking both hands across, and we're going to pull the toes towards us so you can really feel that stretch over the front of the foot. We're just going to hold this 15 seconds. Good. 5 more seconds. Keep that tension. Good. And relax and release. And then with both hands, we're going to twist the foot so that the sole of the foot is pointing, facing towards you. So we're targeting the outside of that ankle now. So we got a 15-second hold here. Good. Last couple of seconds. Good. And then twisting the opposite way. So taking both hands and twisting and pulling your little toe up towards you. Again, 15 seconds here. Good, last 5. Good, and then from there, pulling the toes back so your toes are trying to touch your knee. So you should feel, again, a stretch through the bottom. Good, last 10 seconds here. Good, and then relax and release. And then again, we're just going to go into just 30 seconds, 50 seconds each way of rotations and circles. So just really trying to reach, make that circle as big as you can with that big toe. Good, and reverse direction. Good, 10 more seconds here. Good, and swap sides. So straight over again. We're just going to start with some rotations just to warm that ankle up. Good, and then reverse direction. Good, last couple of seconds. Good, and then grabbing with that foot with both hands and pulling the toes towards you, so you're really feeling that stretch through the shin, through the front of the foot and into the ankle. Good, 5 more seconds this way. Good, and then taking both hands and then twisting the foot in towards you. Good, 5 more seconds here. Good, and then reverse the opposite way, so twisting it away. Good, almost there. Good, and then pulling the foot back, so pulling the toe towards the knee. Good, 15 seconds here. Good, Last couple of seconds. Good. And then from here, 15 seconds each way. We're just going to come back onto those circles. Again, just trying to really increase that range this time. So really pushing the toe, driving the toe up to the ceiling and all the way down. So you're trying to find that biggest range as you can, and reverse direction. Good. And relax and release. Just have a little shake out from there. And then from there, coming on to our knees. From here, we're just going to continue. We can still continue with the ankles at the same time. So sitting onto those ankles from here, we're just going to walk the hands back, but then we're going to take that right foot out in front of us from here, so we can just focus on that left side. Try and make sure that those hips are straight, so you're not coming off and falling off your foot. So your left glute is directly on top of your left foot from there. Okay, we're just going to walk those hands back as far as you feel comfortable. The focus is again on the ankles and pushing that knee down into the ground. So we're really getting that stretch and feeling that through the left quad. So keep pushing down. We're going to hold for another 30 seconds on this side. So actively keep pushing that left knee down into the floor. 15 more seconds. Last 10, keep pushing that knee down to the floor. You're walking the hands back up. Bring that right foot underneath the right glute. And then the left one will come out straight in front. Again, make sure you're nice and straight so we're not falling off to one side. And then again, we've got a 30-second hold, walking those hands back as far as you feel comfortable. And then pushing that right knee down into the ground. So keep that active, keep that tension. We've got 15 more seconds. Last couple of seconds here. Walking the hands back in. And then this time we're going to bring the left foot up. So we are half kneeling still. So from this position, left foot's on the ground, and then taking all our body weight, and we're just, again, going to just come into the ankle a little bit more with some weight. Coming into rotation, pushing the knee over the toes, pulling back through the hip, pushing the knee in, over, and around. Okay. So we need to really feel the weight through your foot. So you're using, so as you're coming over your foot, you're really coming through the ball of the foot, through the side, through the heel, and pushing in. Good. And then we're going to reverse directions, 15 seconds this way. Pull back. Good. 5 more seconds here. Good. And then from here, we're just going to actively push that knee down to the floor and come up. Okay. Pushing the knee down to the floor and come up from there. So you can be able to feel this in the side of your hip. Good, last couple of seconds here. Good. And last one. Pushing all the way down and come up. Good. Coming into the other side. So bringing that right foot up, and then left knee comes down from here. So exactly the same again. So taking your body weight, coming over onto that right side, and then pushing that knee over the toes, bringing the knee in, pulling your weight back, so really sitting into the heel, coming to the outside of the foot and back around. So we've got another 10 seconds on this side. Take your time, and then we're going to rotate and reverse the opposite direction. Good. And reverse direction. Good, last couple of seconds. Good, and then from here, exactly the same again, actively pushing that knee down to the ground. Good. 10 more seconds. Good, and rest there. Bringing both the other knee up, coming onto our ankles. So we're coming into a deep squat position from here. If you're comfortable, taking your hands off from here, and we're just going to move that weight side to side. So again, still working through the knees, working through the ankles, and getting into those hips as well. Just left to right, side to side. And then from here, really pushing back, bring the elbows into the inside of our knees, taking our fingertips and tucking them underneath our toes. From here, we're going to push back, and we're just going to start moving those shoulders back, bringing that chest up as much as we can. Nice straight arms, pushing the chest back, pulling, so chest forward, shoulders back, and pushing those hips through from there. And then from here, we're going to reverse up, keep that tension, and coming in and stretching through the hamstrings through here. Keep that tension. Always push the knees back. Everything should be tight from the toes through the legs from here, and then coming and sitting back down into our squat, pulling the shoulders back, pushing the hips through from here. And we're just going to work through that 3 more times. So in your own time, pushing all the way back into those hamstrings, sitting back down into the squat, pull the shoulders back, chest up, push the hips through, push those elbows into the outside of the knees, and reverse. Nice. Keep pushing all the way up from there. Good. And then last one, coming back down into your squat from here. Relaxing, taking those fingertips away from here. And then you're just going to come onto your bum. And then that left knee is going to come out 90 degrees in front of you. And then that right leg, right knee is going to come out 90 degrees to the side. Hips facing forward. Okay. From here, we're just going to take a slow, nice and gentle forward fold right across the body, okay? So don't worry if your position is just here, you're still going to be able to feel that in the glutes and through the hips. So we've got just over 30 seconds, just holding all the way down, coming down as far as you can. We're just working on those positions, so through the hip with the leg and the knee. Good, last 10 seconds here. Good. And then walking the hands back up to seated from here. And then we're going to turn and do exactly the same opposite side. So again, making sure 90 degrees, hips facing forward and straight, and then walking those hands all the way back down. Reaching the fingertips out as far as you can, keeping those hips straight. We have 10 more seconds here. Good, last couple of seconds. Walking the hands back in and coming up. And then we're just going to go for 10 90-90 hip rotations. So from here, twist is 1. So really focus on trying to keep those positions in the legs, okay? You might find that you slide all over the place. Nine and 10. Awesome. And then from there, once you've done your 10 from here, we're going to bring both knees into the chest from here, just in. And then from here, we're going to roll onto our back and come into our chest from here. So we're going to just start to get into those glutes and the side of our hip from here. Bring the knees up to 90 degrees. And then taking that right leg over the top of the left knee from here. Taking your right hand through the middle and then grabbing the shin of the left knee from here. And we're going to pull the left knee into our chest. And we've got 30 seconds on this one. So really actually trying to pull that left knee into the chest as far as you can. And you might find that one side, when we go into the other side, it's a lot easier than the other. Good, 10 more seconds. Good, and relax and release. Bring the knees into the chest, just having a little roll out side to side. Bring the knees back up to 90 degrees, taking that left leg over the top onto the right knee. Left hand coming through, grabbing the shin of the right leg. And then we're going to, again, pull that right knee into the chest. 30-second hold here. Keep it active, so keep pulling the shin, in towards you. Good, 15 seconds. Give 5 seconds. Good, and relax from there. Coming back up to 90 degrees. This time that right leg's going to come all the way down to the floor. Left knee is going to come in. You're going to pull that knee all the way into the chest. And then we're going to, with both hands, we're going to take the left foot and pull that in so the left knee comes out. So that left foot is as close to your chest as it can. I'm just going to hold here, just a short hold here, 15 seconds. Good, 5 seconds. Good, And then taking that left foot up to the ceiling, both hands behind the back of the knee, straightening that leg out. And then we're going to come into our hamstring stretch. So we're going to do 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off, push, pull, and off we go. So pulling the knee towards us, pushing away, actively pushing away at the same time. 2, and relax. Do a little bit of a shake out if you need to. Get ready, and off we go again, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. One more time. Last one on this side. Bring that knee in as close as we can. Off we go. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. A little shake out. Bring the right knee into the chest. Left leg comes down straight. Pulling the right knee all the way in, and then taking both hands across to the right foot. Right knee comes out as you bring that foot into your chest. You should be able to feel that right into the front of the hip. Good. Last couple of seconds. And then from here, we're going to come into our hamstring stretch. So taking that right foot up to the ceiling, both hands behind the back of the knee. And we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. Go push, pull at the same time. Push away and pull. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and relax. Get ready. 2, 1. Off we go. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Good. And relax. Last one coming up. So again, trying to bring that knee in as close as you can. Straight leg. Last 10 seconds. Off we go. 3, 2, 1, and relax. You're bringing that right knee to 90 degrees. Left leg is still straight. Taking both hands out to the side, shoulders on the ground. And then from here, we're going to take that right knee over across the body to the left side, pushing that knee down. And then looking over our right shoulder, keeping those shoulders down. So we're creating a really nice twist through the spine. And we've got a 30-second hold here. That's 10 more seconds here. Keep pushing that knee down to the floor, shoulders grounded. Good. And relax, bringing that right knee back up, bringing the left knee in. Right leg comes down, and then taking that left knee over to the right side, twisting across your body, and then looking over that left shoulder. So you're actively pushing that left knee, down to the floor. Okay, 10 more seconds here. Good. Last couple of seconds. Good. And then bringing both knees into the chest from here. And then just giving yourself a big hug. And then we're just going to roll side to side, just rolling out that lower back. Good. And then backwards and forwards. And then we're going to come up to seated. from here, and then coming onto our front from here, and then we're going to come into our child's pose, reaching all the way back, sitting back from there, and then just moving those hips side to side, left to right. Just having a really good stretch out from there, and then taking both hands across to the left side, and then pushing all your weight and pushing that elbow down to the floor, down to the mat. And then I want you to pop your head onto your right arm and really increase that tension. So you should be able to feel a really nice stretch through the lats from this one. So really putting as much weight as you can onto that right side. Keep pushing all the way down. Last couple of seconds here. Good. And taking your head off, walking the hands all the way over to the left side. And then again, just wiggling those hips, pushing that weight onto your left side, pushing that elbow down to the mat, creating that tension, pushing the weight through the hands, and then popping your head into that elbow crease. And really feeling that stretch through the lats and into the top of the shoulder. Nice, good. And then taking your head off, walking the hands back to the middle, and then elbows are going to come in, and then we're going to come into some rotations, taking that right hand behind the back of the neck, and then that right elbow is going to come across to touch the left elbow, and then we're going to come all the way up to the ceiling. So keeping those hips straight, the movement is coming from the thoracic, so from the upper back, and we're going to move through this for about another 40 seconds. Take your time. Every time you come up, just pushing that elbow all the way as far back to the ceiling as you can. Nice, it's 15 more seconds on this side. Good, and coming into the last one. Good. Elbow down, right palm down, left hand up behind the neck. Elbow coming across, and same again. Nice, we've got 15 more seconds on this side. Good, and coming into our last one. All the elbow as far as we can up. Good, bring the elbow down. Taking those hands all the way out in front of us as much as we can. And then from here, I'm just going to come into a few cat cows. So as we're coming up, we're going to push that spine, push that back all the way up to the ceiling. All the way up, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. All the way up. And then drop the shoulders, reverse, pull the shoulders back, looking up. I'm just going to go through this 2 more times. Just really getting that movement through the spine, We're going to come all the way back down to our heels every time. And then tension. And then coming into our last one. Pushing up as far as you can, pushing the shoulder blades up to the ceiling. Push up, push up, push up. Reverse. And then pushing all the way up. And then pushing all the way up. And then we're going to sit back onto our heels. Bring the hands in. And coming up to seated. And then from here, taking both hands all the way out, interlocking them together. And then we're going to push the palms away and really kind of stretch through the back. And then take both hands up to the ceiling, stretching all the way out. And then pushing the hips to the right. So bring the hands over to the left. And then bringing the hands up to the ceiling, pushing the hips over to the left. Hands over to the right. Okay, let's bring the hands down. I'm going to come behind the back of behind the back. And again, lifting the palms up to the ceiling. From there. Good. And then just rolling those shoulders. And then final little bit. We're going to drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And then that left hand's just going to come up. And the right hand's just going to come up. I'm just going to finish with a nice little stretch through the neck. Just holding that all the way down. And relax and release. And then same again. So dropping the right ear to the right shoulder, taking the right hand up, left hand comes up. And then again, just gently guides, keeps that left shoulder down, gliding down the side of the neck. Good. And then relax and release. Coming back to neutral, dropping the neck, dropping the chin to the chest. And we're just going to come looking over the right shoulder, dropping chin to the chest, as many chins as we can, over to the left side, coming back to neutral, left ear to left shoulder, back to neutral, right ear to right shoulder, back to neutral. And then a big roll of the shoulders. And that is us done.